7 scientific truths that sound like magic, yet are completely real. There are moments in life when everything you think you know flickers for a second, just long enough for you to sense a crack in reality. A subtle but undeniable feeling that the world you walk through every day is far stranger, deeper, and more miraculous than anyone ever told you. Not the kind of miracles born from myths or legends, but miracles woven directly into the fabric of the universe itself, quiet, elusive, and astonishingly real. For most of our lives, we move through the world assuming we understand it. We assume the familiar is simple, that the ordinary is obvious, that existence behaves the way it appears to behave. But every once in a while, science taps you on the shoulder and whispers something that shatters everything. It pulls back the curtain and reveals that beneath what you see lies another world, one overflowing with mysteries, paradoxes, and wonders we were never taught to expect. Welcome to WowVerse. Today, I want to take you on a journey into 7 scientific truths that sound like fragments from a fantasy novel, yet are verified by experiments, equations, satellites, observatories, and the very laws of nature. These aren't exaggerations. They aren't metaphors. They are the world as it truly is, raw, profound, and wildly beyond the limits of everyday perception. This is your doorway. Once you step through, you may never see reality the same way again. Before we begin, take a breath. Let your mind loosen. Let curiosity take the lead. Because everything you're about to hear is real, and yet it will challenge everything you've ever assumed about life, time, space, your own body, and the universe holding it all together. Let us begin. 1. Time does not flow the same for everyone. Who grow up believing that time is universal, that a minute is a minute for every person, every place, every situation. But according to modern physics, this is one of the greatest illusions of human experience. Time, this invisible river we all drift along, is not constant. It stretches, it bends, it slows down, it speeds up, and you are experiencing your own personal version of it every moment. Whether you realize it or not, Einstein's theory of relativity shattered the ancient belief in a single, shared time. He showed that the faster you move, the slower time passes for you compared to someone standing still. This isn't a thought experiment. It's measurable. Scientists placed 2 identical atomic clocks, one on the ground and one aboard a high-speed aircraft, traveling around Earth. When the plane returned, the clock aboard it had ticked ever so slightly slower. Not by imagination, not metaphorically, physically. Your heartbeat, your aging, your memories, your entire existence are tied to a timeline that is unique to your motion through the universe. Your now is not the same as someone else's now. Even two people standing next to each other are experiencing time at subtly different rates. And if you could travel at 99% of the speed of light, you could leave Earth, journey for what feels like a few years, and return to find decades had passed here. You would have moved into the future, not through magic, through the architecture of space-time itself. This isn't science fiction. This is physics. What does it mean for us? It means the world is not as rigid as it seems. It means your sense of urgency, your pace, your perceived slowness or lateness, none of it is absolute. Each of us walks through reality carrying a personal clock shaped by motion, gravity, and perspective. An understanding that frees you from the illusion that life must follow a universal timeline. There is no one schedule for existence. There's only yours. 2. Your body glows with invisible light. If someone told you that your body emits light, you might laugh. Humans don't glow. Fireflies glow. Stars glow. Deep-sea creatures glow. But you do. Every second, your body produces photons, tiny particles of light through biochemical reactions occurring inside your cells. This light is unimaginably faint, about 1,000 times too weak for the human eye to detect. But with super sensitive cameras, researchers have photographed it, and the images show something extraordinary. Your entire body is shimmering, not evenly, not randomly, but in patterns that change with your emotional state, stress levels, internal health, and even your circadian rhythm. When you are calm, balanced, and healthy, your glow subtly strengthens. When you are fatigued, anxious, or ill, it dims. This isn't metaphor. This is biophoton emission measured, documented, repeatable. In a way, your body is a lighthouse. A quiet one, an invisible one, but a lighthouse nonetheless, radiating the story of your inner world through faint pulses of light. Think of what that means, even when you feel dull, invisible, overlooked, or insignificant. Your body is literally shining with the physics of life. Even in darkness, you glow. Even in sadness, your cells fight to keep that glow alive. Your existence is luminous in the most literal sense imaginable. It is proof that life isn't just chemistry. It is poetry written in photons. 3. Everything in your body comes from ancient stars. There is a scientific truth so profound, so humbling, that once you understand it, you may never see yourself the same way again. You are made of stars. Every atom of carbon in your DNA, every iron atom in your blood, every calcium atom in your bones was forged in the heart of a massive star billions of years ago. Stars are cosmic factories, fusing simple elements into complex ones. But when a star grows old, its life ends not with silence, but with a violent supernova explosion that scatters these newly formed elements across space. Eventually, those atoms drift, collide, merge, and form new stars, planets, oceans, and much, much later life. You are built from the ashes of stars that lived and died long before Earth even existed. This isn't poetry. This is astrophysics. You have iron in your blood that once burned in a star's core. You have oxygen in your lungs that once floated as cosmic dust. You have calcium in your bones that once spun inside a dying sun. You are ancient. Even though your life feels short. You are cosmic. Even though your struggles feel small, we often think of ourselves as insignificant. But the truth is the opposite. You carry within you the history of the universe. Not symbolically, literally. You are a walking collection of stardust arranged in a form capable of wondering where it came from. And that, in itself, is a miracle of the highest order. Point 4. A single drop of water contains more molecules than all the stars in the universe. Hold a drop of water on your fingertip. It looks tiny, fragile, simple. But inside that drop is a universe beyond comprehension. There are more molecules in a single drop of water than stars in the observable cosmos. Take a moment to absorb that. The observable universe contains roughly 2 trillion galaxies. Each galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars. Yet this unimaginably vast number is still smaller than the number of molecules dancing within a drop of water. Inside that droplet, trillions upon trillions of atoms rush, vibrate, collide, and create an intricate ballet of motion and energy. The water you drink may have once flowed through dinosaurs, glaciers, ancient seas, and clouds that drifted over continents long vanished. Water on Earth is billions of years old. It cycles endlessly, carrying memories of every era this planet has lived through. When you drink a glass of water, you are swallowing history itself. A drop of water may be small, but small things often hold the largest truths. 5. Everything you see is the past. Every time you open your eyes, you are not seeing the present. You are seeing what happened moments, minutes, or millions of years ago. Light has a speed limit. It takes time to travel. That delay is almost invisible on Earth, but it is always there. When you look at your hand, you see it as it was a fraction of a nanosecond ago. When you look at the moon, you see it as it was 1.3 seconds ago. When you look at the sun, You see 8 minutes whole sunlight dot, and when you look at the stars at night, you are looking into deep time. Some of the stars you see no longer exist. Their light continues traveling toward us long after they themselves have died. So what does this mean? It means your eyes are time machines. It means the universe is constantly sending you messages from the past through beams of light. It means that reality is not simultaneous, it is layered, delayed, and unfolding differently for each observer. You have never seen the present moment, only echoes of it. 6. Forests whisper through an underground network. If you walk into a forest, you might think you are entering a silent world. But silence is not the truth. Beneath your feet lies an underground web, a living internet made of fungal threads that connects trees and plants together. Through this network, forests share nutrients, warnings, and information. If one tree is attacked by insects, it can send chemical signals through the soil to alert its neighbors. Mother trees send extra nutrients to their saplings. Weak or diseased trees receive support from stronger ones. Forests are communities, not collections of isolated individuals. This is not fantasy. This is ecology. Every forest is a quiet society, exchanging messages in a language made not of words, but of molecules, vibrations, and chemical signals. When you walk among trees, you are walking inside a living conversation billions of years old. 7. Billions of ghost-like particles pass through you every second right now, without your awareness. Billions of particles called neutrinos are passing straight through your body. They go through your skin, bones, organs, and out the other side as though you weren't even there. They pass through mountains, oceans, and even the entire Earth without slowing down. Neutrinos barely interact with matter. They are the universe's quiet travelers flying through space since the birth of time itself. Every second, they flood through you in unimaginable numbers. You will never feel them, but they are always there. This means your body is not a closed container. It is a crossroads through which the universe flows. The journey's end. Seeing the world with new eyes, know you understand why reality is far stranger than imagination. Time bends. Bodies glow. Stars live inside you. Water contains universes. Light delivers messages from the past. Forests speak. Particles pass through you like ghosts. None of this is magic, yet all of it feels magical. Science does not remove mystery from the world. It reveals deeper mysteries, stranger, more profound, more beautiful than myths could ever dream. The real world is not mundane. It is miraculous. Ordinary life is built from extraordinary truths, and you living, breathing, feeling are part of that miracle. Remember this, the universe is not something you observe from the outside. It is something you are woven into. You are not separate from the stars, the forests, the particles, or time itself. You are a chapter in a cosmic story still being written. And the more you learn, the clearer it becomes. Reality is the greatest wonder of all.